Hey guys, I'm Steven on PS4 and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is just going to be a first impression on what I think about the new DLC Blood Orchid, the changes it brings, and also the meta that we are going to experience during the season. I haven't played the new map that much. I probably played the new map about 2 to 3 times. What I think of it, it's probably not a proper opinion yet. As I said, I didn't play the match on that map that much yet. So what I think about the map, it's enormous. It's a very large map. It's sort of something like Consulate or Barlet University that you kind of have to study on your own by going into Terrastant, learning all the rooms, names, and also where all the hatches are, the cameras are, things like that. So I do think it is quite a difficult map to learn if you want to be some sort of expert in playing that map. It seems quite a lot dark, in my opinion. That map. I don't know if it's intentional to be that dark. I don't think I actually played it in the daylight yet. However, it's still, even in the night, it's just completely dark. There's so many corners that you can just actually sit with a Caveira or a Pulse player with black camo and just easily hide in those corners. So I don't know if that's going to be intentional or not, but it is quite difficult, I think, to learn that map in a proper way. The operators so far, the 3 operators we got was obviously Ying, Ella and Legion. At the moment, I would say my favorite operator is Legion, the character you're seeing on the screen right now. The reason I think he's one of my favorite at the moment is just simply because I have a very passive playstyle. So I'm pretty much always on objective most of the time. If I'm not on objective and I'm roaming, I'll sometimes fall back as soon as possible towards objective as the time goes by. So the thing with Legion is he has this toxic mines that you can place down. It regenerates I think about every 35 seconds. I think, I'm not too sure actually. It's about 30 seconds it takes, but Legion is a good operator for me. I'm going to join a lot, and I do have a lot of footage already on Legion. Do make sure you stay tuned for later on, because I'm going to do some operator guides on Legion, Ying and Ella later on. I'm just trying to get some footage, trying to get some experience with these operators before announcing any proper opinions or guidelines on these operators. However, I can say Legion is going to be a good pick on most of the maps, since his toxic mines is pretty much invisible with the cloaking device it has. So yeah, I think Legion is going to be a good operator to pick almost on every map. He's really good to use for information as well. As soon as that Q mine goes off, it's just so easy to to predict the enemy's movement and his whereabouts as well. The operator Ying, I'm not too sure actually if Ying is going to be a main operator to pick or a must pick on attack. I do think she's going to be very situational, based on if you have a Thermite Thatcher and a Blackbeard, you want to push Consulate Garage, then Ying is going to be good. If you want to push any objective you want to primarily push and get hold of and get the diffuser plant down, Ying is going to be good in that situations. So I do think Ying is a kind of situational operator at the moment. We'll have to see what the community comes up by playing Ying, but I do think at the moment she feels a lot to me like Jackal, whereas he's situational. You don't always need him, but he is good. So the same with Ying. Ella on the other hand, I think we're gonna see a lot of Ella mains up there, simply because Ella is absolutely good. She is amazing. Her gadget is good, her weapon is amazing, her speed is obviously really good. I think Ella has probably one of the most versatile playstyles that you can play with Ella, simply because of the gadget itself. I mean, the gadget can be used offensively, in other words aggressively. Also you can use it defensively, or just staying on objective and wait for the push. I mean, you have a 50 round mag to finish off any pushes on objective. And I mean, a really good tactic I noticed by playing Ella a little bit was window jumping like Valkyrie and Pulse, whereas you break the window, you throw a concussion mine outside, and you just get the stun off, jump outside, get the kill. It's a quick kill with the Scorpion as well. So I think Ela is going to be an extremely difficult roamer to play against, as time goes by. The meta, on the other hand, that I want to talk about is, as I said, I don't think we're going to see a lot Ying mains out there. I do think we're going to see a lot of Legion players and also Ela players. However, I did say actually to a couple of guys that I do think Echo is going to be played a lot more, simply because he has an ACOG, his weapon stability is amazing, and also he has the drone that can deny any diffuser plants and also push us on objective by stunning or disorientate enemy attackers. So I do think we're going to see a lot of Echo. That's only my opinion, simply because the only ACOG operators on defense is Doc, Rook and Echo. That's the only 3 operators you can actually pick an ACOG with. So in other words, people already know Doc and Rook's capability. They're quite limited to situational maps and also gameplays. So I do think we're going to see a lot of Echo, simply because his gadget does a little bit more than just giving HP. So yeah, I do think we're going to see a lot of Echo in the next meta. Also, definitely we're going to see Ela. Most of the time she's an extremely aggressive roamer, sort of like the old Pulse, whereas you had the OP shotgun with the hot switch from his gadget. When Pulse was that strong back in, I think, season 2 he was probably one of the most aggressive roamers and worst roamers to play against. And I do think Ela is going to sort of fill that position this season. So we'll have to see what that leads to. In any case, the graphics and the texture of Blood Orchid after this new DLC and also the patch, I think it's based on those servers that they did release for us. The servers, I think it was Crosscore on YouTube that actually explained a really detailed video on which servers Ubisoft are renting at the moment. I think from Microsoft, if I have it correct. I'm not too sure. I only got this information from Crosscore on YouTube, the guy that does the Mythbusters. So if you want to go check that video out, make sure you go visit Crosscore's YouTube channel. The graphics, guys, to me, I play on PS4 for those who did not realize. The graphics to me looks actually a little bit better. The texture of the game looks also good. Some say that it doesn't look as colorful as it used to. I think that's just due to the contrast of the game being lowered. I'm not too sure. That's only my speculation or my opinion. But the texture to me looks actually really good. If you take a look at the operators and also the guns and also the maps, specifically the lightning outside obviously is superb. They did a brilliant job on fixing the lighting outside and also towards the inside. I was actually wondering when they would ever get that fixed, but eventually they did, and they actually did a really good job. I know some people actually say that Operation Health was a big failure. I don't actually think so. The reason for this is obviously during Operation Health they did all these preparations that we are receiving right now. That's basically what they did during Operation Health. That's about it for guys. Make sure to stay tuned for a operator guide or review in the next upcoming videos. I'm gonna see if I can do those new operators as soon as possible, just trying to grab some footage for you guys. Yeah, that's about it for now, guys. Please leave a comment down below, also like, and if you would like to see more, do hit the subscribe button as well for upcoming videos. Until later, guys, I'll see you.